Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today is Stash or Trash Day. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave. Or if you're new to these videos are the videos that I bring to you talking about new releases in the beauty world. You're on the YouTube, on Instagram mostly, and also just on the Ulta and Sephora apps. So I'm going to have Trend Moods Instagram linked down in my description box as always. And that's just in case you want to play along or go get more information on any releases I might talk about today. So let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. ABH has a new palette and it is the Amrezy palette. It is going live January 19th, which is this week. At first when I saw this, I was like, crap, why did I promise only to buy 6 eyeshadow palettes this year? But being honest, you guys, the longer I looked at this and when I found out there was pressed glitters in here, I was just like, nah. Nah. I think there's pretty colors and I do like the color story in here. Someone said that Amrezy described this palette or what she wanted for this palette as Barbie. And I definitely see that here, but I also don't think that these are overly unique shades overall to anyone who has any amount of ABH shadows. I definitely see bits and bobs in here, including all the way back to the Modern Renaissance, of shades that we've seen or shades that are similar to what we've seen in the past from ABH. Also, like I said, pressed glitters are kind of a deal breaker for me. I will say the best pressed glitters I've tried personally come from the Tati Beauty Textured Neutral palette. That being said, and spoiler for my review, they're still glitter. They're still messy. They still end up in my eye every single time, and they still produce fallout. More minimal than others, but there's fallout. So I'm just not interested in trying another pressed glitter formula, and that takes 2 shades out of the palette for me, and it's just a pass. I mean, I guess I don't have to go on and on about it. I'm really glad I was able to talk myself out of this one because my fear in committing to only purchasing 6 palettes this year was that ABH would come out with 6 palettes. It's one of my favorite formulas. I love the color stories and I'm really glad I can pass on this one. Available now from Physicians Formula and at Wiley. I'm guessing she's an Instagrammer. I don't know who that is. It is the Butter Collection, a face palette including 6 different shades, blushes, bronzers, and highlighter. $14.99, coming soon. It's pretty. I like this sort of orangey blush that it shows in here, which would be in the top center as you're looking at the picture. I like the other blush as well. Overall, I think this is really pretty. And I would definitely have to take a look at the packaging. Physicians Formula is kind of known for bulkier packaging overall, and that's definitely a drawback to me. I just don't like overly bulky packaging. I don't like storing it. I don't like handling it. It feels foreign. I don't know. But also, I really don't need any more butter bronzer. I have a butter bronzer. I like the shade of my butter bronzer, and I have a lot of other bronzers as well, so I don't really feel like I need to add those to my collection, as well as the Physicians Formula highlight formula is not one of my favorite formulas, to be honest, so this one is an easy trash. Okay, new from Kristin Dominique's company, brand. We have a new eyeshadow palette. It's the Latte 2. The palette includes 10 shades in matte, shimmery, metallic, and sparkly shades for $42, $2 of which will be donated to St. Jude's Children Research Hospital. So this is really pretty, actually. I really like this color story. I've not tried the Kristin Dominique formula on my eyeballs yet. I did get this Celestial Thunder palette when I did 1 month again of BoxyCharm. This is what it looks like, and to be honest, this color story is a wreck to me. It's not my fave, and therefore I'm not even drawn to this. I'm not even drawn to putting this on my eyes. I've just swatched it. The formula feels nice. That's what I'm trying to get at here. And I do like this color story. I like that little pop of yellow and a light teal, like a Tiffany blue, and that light peachy coral shade. Has a nice range of shimmers there in the bottom, a light, a medium, a dark, which is something I definitely look for. And then you kind of have your token neutral shades up in the top left. And, oh, and white. Interesting. I like that. This might go on my wish list. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to watch for some reviews. I'm not in a hurry to spend any of my 6 shadow palettes for the year. Is this something I need? Probably not. But I do like this collection of shades. When I look at a palette, I don't always think, oh, well, do I have these shades? Yeah, I probably do, because I have way too many palettes. But I also like to look at whether this is a complete color story for me, because I really do prefer reaching into one palette most of the time. So that's my 2 cents. I'm going to wait. So, coming from Morphe Brushes, a new eyeshadow palette, which is called the 35i Icy Fantasy Artistry Palette. Matte shimmer and iridescent shades, plus silk slip toppers and a touch of glitter. Each color is inspired by cool pastel tones that will give you some chills. $25, and there's also a lipstick trio for $18. First of all, I think this is very in tune with what we're going to see this year in 2020 with some trends. I think we are definitely looking at some pastel trends this year.
That was hard to say.
We're already starting to see that from ColourPop. They did the peachy whatever monochromatic palette. Now they've put out a mint green one, which we'll talk about, and so on. I'm guessing we're going to see pink next, but who knows. The point of this palette is, number 1, glitter. No, there's not a lot of glitter from the looks of it, so that doesn't count it out altogether. But also, I'm just kind of over these gigantic palettes. I have several, and I rarely reach for them because I don't have the time to, like, swim through the vast color story that is Morphe. I just don't. It's a very pretty color story, and if you want to get on trend this year for a low, affordable price, I think the Morphe formula is fine, personally, and I think it also gets better all the time. So it's nothing personal against Morphe. I'm just not into the big palettes right now. Valentine's Day, a little early. Hourglass Cosmetics launched a new lipstick set, limited edition, Confession Ultra Slim High Intensity Refillable set. Includes 2 exclusive shades in sleek gold applicators, decorated with a festive heart, and come encased in pink, red, and gold box. $72. Woo! No. I love Hourglass, and I even like some of their lip products, but I will never pay for a lipstick that is this, like, girth of a cigarette for that much money. No, I don't care if it's refillable or not. No, you don't. I would be interested to see how much product you get. If I can find it, I'll put it up on the screen here. And then I'll also put what you would get in a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick next to that, so you can see the comparison. But no. Nay. Okay, so we finally know what Tati is releasing, and that is the Blendiful. You get 2 for $18, a smaller one and a larger one. I did watch her video in which she talked about it and demonstrated it and so on. This is just not for me. I really was hoping it was makeup. I have nothing against the Blendiful. I think this is actually a very cool release from her. And I do think that this can be built upon by her. Like, wouldn't it be nice if like she makes a foundation or something and it works beautifully with the Blendiful? So that's all fine by me. This is just not me. I don't use puffs. Well, that's not true. I do buy velour puffs. This is the Target brand, just regular old thing that you would stick in your compact, whatever. The only thing I use this for is for cleaning up my eyeshadow on the sides here to make a cleaner line and not drag my eye down, etc. That's the only thing I use them for. I don't use them to apply powder, nothing like that. It just not my thing. So congratulations to Tati on another really smart release, but I'm gonna say trash. Bite Beauty's putting out a foundation, and I'm really excited about this, which is kind of funny because I don't get excited about foundation. It is the Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation for $39.50. It's described as a clean, long-lasting foundation with gentle micellar technology that mimics skin texture for a natural, flawless finish. Medium coverage in 32 shades. That's me right there. I like my foundation to be relatively clean. The less ingredients, the better, and we know that we can expect that from Bite Beauty. Flawless finish, who doesn't want that? Medium coverage, I want medium or less coverage, so that definitely checks my boxes. There's also a Changemaker Flexible Coverage Pressed Powder for $36. This is a clean, talc-free powder made with finely milled volcanic minerals to blur, mattify, and touch up on the go in 8 shades. I definitely want to see some reviews on this one. I'm definitely keen to try it, but I'm not generally looking to mattify anything on my skin, if you can't tell. So I just want to see how mattifying it is. Sometimes brands say matte, and I think it's more like a natural finish. So that's a possibility. There's also the Changemaker Skin Optimizing Primer for $38. This is interesting. A clean, mattifying, hydrating primer with skin optimizing technology to neutralize your skin type and grip foundation for flawless, lasting wear. It does have olive oil in it, which is interesting to me. I'm just not a primer person. I have primers that I like to use, and I pretty much, if it's not broke, I don't fix it. So I'm going to skip on, that was quite a spit snap, wasn't it? I'm going to skip on the primer. Definitely interested in the foundation and the powder. I'm just going to sit and watch for a little bit.
Scrolling, I'm scrolling.
Here it is. Woo, baby. ColourPop. Man, I honestly think this might be the year ColourPop for Kyra. I'm just putting that out there. I have a $50 a month beauty budget, and ColourPop is definitely affordable, as well as they have really nice stuff. And I would like to try more of it. I really would. So look for more ColourPop coming from me this year. But the new collection is the Mint collection. And this is gorgeous. It's no secret I love green eyeshadow. Yes, I have been on a break and using more neutrals, but I love green eyeshadow and I love blue eyeshadow as well. This collection includes the Mint to Be eyeshadow palette for $12, Super Shock shadows for $6 each in the shades Mint for You and Flux. Glitterly Obsessed for $8 each. Those are the like glitters suspended in gel shenanigans, hard pass. And then number 4 is the Matcha Love Set for $14, which comes from their sister brand, Fourth Ray Beauty, which includes a matcha face milk and a lippy scrub. I am totally into this palette. It is so pretty. The Super Shock shadows are also really pretty and shiny. But I do want to see some reviews on this first, and ultimately I have no budget to spend until February 1st anyway, so that gives me time to watch. One thing I will say, both looking at it in pan and in the swatches, The shades Play It Cool, Mojito, Mommy, and Freshman look very similar. And like I said, even in the swatches, there's slight variances here, but two of them definitely look more silver than anything, and the other one has more of a tinge of green. I do like the variances in green that they have in this palette. In the lower right hand, it looks like there's a nice deep green with which to deepen up a look. Altogether, it just looks very beautiful, and I get the feeling that I probably can't dupe this. If I think I can, I may do a video on it, but this might be a purchase for me in February because I really love this light green color story here. And it's honestly, other than the peach one, the first monochromatic palette from ColourPop that I just was really like, yes, have to have it, skipping the rest of the collection. So e.l.f. is coming out with some new stuff. I'm going to spare you like the new putty primers and stuff like that. I am interested in checking out, or at least watching reviews on the e.l.f. eye putty. I think that's what it's called. It looks like a MAC paint pot, and it's an eyeshadow primer, and I'm definitely keen to get more info on that. But the other thing that is really cool is they had put out 8 different quads, 4-pan eyeshadow palettes for $3 each, which is insanity. And they're so, so pretty. I love the e.l.f. eyeshadow formula, at least the formula that they've been putting out in their 15-pan palettes. Is it 15? No, 18. I can't count. That formula is phenomenal, and from what I have heard, these are the same formula, so these are amazing. That being said, I still only have 6 palettes. Let me know if you would consider a quad a palette purchase, just so we are all on the same page. But oh, they're so pretty, and I'm definitely interested in seeing more about those. The new palette from Charlotte Tilbury. You guys know I've been into Charlotte Tilbury in the last 6 months of 2019, and we have a new addition to the ColourPop. We have a new addition to the Pillow Talk collection of products at Charlotte Tilbury, and this is definitely beautiful. And I think this is definitely a neutral lover's dream, which most of her palettes are. You have that beautiful rosy pink trio. I love the way she breaks up her palettes into 4 trios, and that is amazing. It makes the guesswork really easy. There's definitely shades in here I personally would be interested in. But that being said, I just got the Eyes to Hypnotize in December for Christmas, and this is much more me. There are definitely 4 obviously different color stories in here. And so this is definitely more me. I mean, hopefully this is not limited edition. I don't see it marked as limited edition. So hopefully it's not that. And it may be something that I choose to purchase later in the year. But for now, I'm sitting on my 6 palettes. I'm holding on to them. You never know what's around the corner, and it's only January. So beautiful release from Charlotte Tilbury, and it is $75, which means I would have to save my beauty budget for more than 1 month in order to purchase it. So we'll just say not right now. All right, tell me if you think this is gimmicky or not, and this will be our last one today. That is now displayed in Ulta Beauty, and it is Milani Cosmetics with the new Screen Queen Foundation, a natural finish for a luminous skin and with digital blue light filter technology in 45 shades. I think the shade range looks okay, but I feel like the whole blue light thing, not for your eyes, but for your skin, it feels very gimmicky to me. I'm sure there's science behind it, and I'm sure that it probably really does have some kind of effect on our skin, but how much is it? And I don't know. I think it's gimmicky. I'm not interested. I'm not a big foundation person. Like, I do like to try new things from time to time, but it doesn't trip my trigger. The only reason the Bite one trips my trigger is because it's Bite and it's extra clean, and I like that. So that's it. Let me know down below what you think of any of the releases we talked about today. Let me know if you see any releases that you want me to talk about in the next Stash or Trash video. I think I did pretty good today. The only thing I'm like for sure wanting is the Meant to Be palette from ColourPop. But other than that, I think I did pretty good. I do, like I said, want to watch some reviews and whatnot for the Bite Beauty foundation and powder and such. But other than that, I think I did pretty good this week, which is great. My budget will stay intact, and we will revisit this in February. Thank you so much for spending part of your day here with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave. And with all of that said, I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days. Be strong, use what you can, and I will see you in my next video real soon.